So hi everyone, I'm Mohawk, and I will play some VVVVVV for the next 20 minutes. So I'm ready, let's go. 3, 2, 1, go. So this is a pretty standard 2D platform game, which came out in 2010. I'm currently playing on PC. The controls are, you can go left, right, flip, like not jumping. Instead you can invert gravity each time you touch a floor or the ceiling. And you can also kill yourself with the R key. But in Glitchless, so the category I'm doing, this ability is forbidden, since it's responsible for most of the glitches in the game. So it's simpler to just forbid its use. It has also another use to have a category which forbids the R key. Well, in the latest releases of the game, so 3DS, Switch, and iOS, I think, you can't kill yourself. This ability was removed. So there's at least one category you can do, even if you have one of these versions of the game. About the story, you are Virgin, the blue guy, which is the captain of an intergalactic ship, and your mission is to save your crew members, which are lost in an unknown dimension. So we have to explore and rescue them, get back them to the ship, which is this big thing. We just rescued the first one, and there are still 4 remaining, and we're heading to the very first one. So for each one of the 4 crew members which are left, there's one level that you have to do. For example, this is Space Station 2, and each level has its own particularity. Like in Space Station 2, it's all these conveyor belts in the levels. So, bunch of well-timed flips. Okay, messed up the fast strat, so let's go for the normal strat. You can go down there. You have to do a very difficult flip. I think it's frame perfect. The game runs in 30 FPS in most versions. Only Switch features 60 FPS, and actually it's really strange because it modifies some timings. So if you ever want to speedrun the game, I would advise you to pick the PC version, because you can do all the categories as you can kill yourself in PC, and I'm currently on PC. Okay, this platform is really tiny. Here we go. Here a difficult room. You can't just hold left in that previous room. So the timing is really tricky. So, Space Station 2 is definitely the most, like the hardest stage in the game. That's why I do it first. We find our second crew member, Vitellary, and we teleport back to the ship. Here we go. So let's go for the next level. It will be the 3rd crew member we will rescue, and the choice is really important for the next, the level which will come after, which is an intermission. In the intermission there will be a bunch of text boxes, and the number of text boxes depends on the characters you save third. Fastest one is the fastest thing is to save the guy in tower. So this level is an auto-scroller. Might be pretty boring as you have to wait, but you can save time using these teleporters at the ceiling. See, each time I die, the scrolling is moving faster. So here, last attempt, here we go. The trick is that the game puts you back to the last teleporter you touched, and because you touched the teleporter just before you die, like at the very top of the screen, then the scoring goes up instead of going back. Each time you do it, like you can do it 6 times, and you save from 0.3 to 0.7 seconds, depending on the place and the checkpoint. And overall, it's about 3 to 4 seconds time save. It's not considered a glitch. It's pretty debatable, but it's just some arbitrary rule you have to set at some point. So here we go, third crew member, but this time we didn't teleport safely to the ship. There was some dimensional interference, and we are in this strange grey level. We call them intermissions. There are 2 of them, so this is the first one, and the second one would be Gravitron, where after I save the next crew member. So the particularity of this level is that you have to save both you and the crew member, which follows you. So here, pretty difficult strat. Got it. Let's go, first try. So what's going on here is that the red guy follows me when I'm on the floor, and when I'm on the ceiling, he stops following me. So you have to time pretty well what you do with Viridian. That was a nice level. So let's go for the 4th crew member. The route to this level is pretty long and boring, so it might be a good moment for donation messages, if there are any. So now we are in warp zone. So particularity is that when you go right, you warp to the left of the screen, and when you go up, you are warp to the bottom of the screen. It's pretty hard at first to get used to, because it's difficult to keep track of where Viridian is. Oh, okay. So the window here is pretty little. Here we go. Let's go. This is definitely one of my most favorite levels. You go everywhere and it features some of the most difficult rooms, just like the following ones. This one. This one also. We'll play safe here. Just let this heart go. And here we go. Our first crew member. And as I said earlier, we do not go back to the ship again, some dimensional interference. And this time we have to do Gravitron. Let's go, guys. I accept no more than 2 deaths. Hope I will. I will play well. So, thing about Gravitron is you have these patterns. There is some RNG, but not that much. There's some recognizable pattern every 5 seconds, and it changes every 5 or 10 seconds. And as well, there's a checkpoint every 5 seconds. So the most RNG part. Okay, we have passed through. So depending on when you die, you will lose from 1 to 6 seconds. Depends. Here we go! Nice! We got it! Deathless Gravitron! But we are not finished yet. There's still one last crew member to save. And it's in the laboratory. Here we go with recognizable music. Without a doubt, one of my most favorite musics in the game. Here there are these vertical and horizontal lines, which makes you automatically flip. So you have to time well when you flip and when you hit these lines. So here we skip the lines. I have just to hold right there until you're there. Like most of the time in this level, you just have to hold the key, the direction. So one of the easiest levels. That's why it's left for the end of the run. But you can still choke really badly, like at the very end. So I will play safe here. We found the last crew member. So far, really good run, to be honest. There's still something left though. We rescued everyone but Viridian. We still have to save Viridian. Again, some intermissions like level, so the final level, where you will find a mix of all the previous mechanics, like these lines, the lines which makes you automatically flip, or the same thing as in Warp Zone. Keep falling, falling. Tricky room here. Okay. Here we can creep through a line, but it's not authorized in Glitchless. So we find the source of all these dimensional interferences and we disable it, but we make the dimensional unstable, so we have to hurry to find the way out. Hurry! Pretty difficult. The end of the final has a lot of difficult rooms if you want to go fast. So let's just calm down and finish that. There you have to wait, otherwise you will hit these spikes at the ceiling. And here we go. Last inputs. And that's it. So time will be when the game complete text box appears. And time. So let's see the time. Good thing to know is if you go on speedrun.com to see all the times, well, everything is in in-game time. Like here, my in-game time is 15:26, and we prefer to use in-game time instead of real time because from one computer to another, the loading times may vary, may be different, and well, the in-game time is a frame counter, so it's definitely the most accurate way to compare runs. So very few deaths, pretty good for no reset run. It's 25 seconds of my PB, which is also a world record, 15 minutes and 1 second. So I'm fine with this run. I hope you enjoyed it as I did. So thank you for listening to me. Hope you enjoyed. And if I may have some time left, maybe I can show some things. Otherwise, that will be it for me, so see you.